Okay, so I am going to show you how you can use Arcade to calculate the duration of a fun run in this particular example. So this project's been configured to capture runs as polylines. So this button here is targeting a routes layer, and that routes layer has a couple of fields, a field for start time, a field for end time, and both of these fields are calculated using device variables. Down at the bottom we've got another field for duration, and this field is the field that we want to use to capture the duration of the run in minutes. So let's go and open up the feature service and have a look at the different attributes that we have available, and then we'll start constructing our Arcade expression. So this feature service, if we go into the data tab, has two layers, one for photos and another one for routes. And you can see the start time field, the end time field that we saw within the designer, and then towards the back here we have this duration field. Now ArcGIS Online allows us to create Arcade functions or Arcade expressions. So we're going to sketch out our function here, and then we're going to copy it into a QuickCapture designer so that QuickCapture can run it. So if you select your field and then go into calculate, there's an option to calculate your field values using Arcade. So let's build an expression to calculate the duration. There's a function under the functions here called DateDiff. And DateDiff is a function that takes a end time, a start time, and units, and it basically calculates the difference between those two times and returns it in the units that you specify. So we are interested in minutes. And in order to get the end and start times, we can go into globals, and for the feature that we're capturing, we can go in and grab the appropriate fields. So we want, first of all, to get the end time, and I put that in the wrong place here, so I'm just going to cut that and put that here. This is the end time parameter. And then here is going to be the start time parameter. So let's grab the start time. And then we can actually test it out. So date different function, it takes the end time, start time, and units. Let's test it. Takes a few moments. Okay, so that's run successfully. No issues there, so I'm going to just copy it for use in QuickCapture. Okay, I'm just going to cancel that. So let's jump into the designer, and we're going to go into the JSON editor. And now if I scroll down to the field infos for the first button, you can see all the fields that we saw within the attribute table in ArcGIS Online, and you can see that the start time and the end time fields are being populated using the corresponding device variables. But down at the duration underscore minutes field, we don't have anything there at all. So first of all, we're going to put in some quotes. And within that quote, we need to tell QuickCapture that this is going to contain a ArcGIS expression. So we need $ curly brackets, and then within those curly brackets, we need to type Arcade expression in camel case with a colon there. Now, anything after that colon is going to be our Arcade expression. So I'm going to do a Control V to paste the date difference function that we created, and click Done, and you shouldn't get any errors there at all. Click Save, that is good to go. So what we'll do now is we should get that update in QuickCapture in the mobile application. This is the Windows version, by the way. Let's open up the project. Let's put in a bib number and let's just double check what we've got as a position source. Okay, so currently I'm just using the internal sensor just to make sure I'm actually moving. I'm going to switch to a NEMA file. Let's take this one here so we actually start moving. And now when I open up the map, you can see that we're actually moving around. So let's start our run.
/end run.
I'm going to say wait till we got a few more vertices so we can finish the line. Click end.
End start /end run.
And QuickCapture will cycle through and identify that there are some arcade expressions to run, or there is one, and then it will run it. And you see that little message that said records to calculate one, and then once it's calculated successfully, it clears it out ready for sending, either using auto send or by pressing the button. Now let's just do a quick refresh of the data. Go back to roots. And you can see that the duration has been calculated for the new captured record.